Classic Blend 58 is on YouTube's.
If you're watching this on YouTube, which you should be.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Like one of those old like CRTs.
CRT monitors. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, degauss that thing.
Degauss it.
You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Degauss it.
Yeah, that little... Classic Blend 58, Kenny, we're back. We're better than ever.
Yes. Why do we call this the Classic Blend? Well, we take the classics from the 80s. We take the movies. We take the TVs.
We take the cartoons. We take the toys. Today we're doing toys.
We also
toy
take
episode.
the video games. So what we're doing is we take them. We each randomly get assigned one. We talk about it. I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. We're going to mash them together, and we're going to come up with something new. The whole purpose is 80s shared universe, Chris.
80s shared.
The 80s will not end. They're still going on. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. Open your eyes. You don't realize it. They're still happening. Leg warmers everywhere. Those little louver glasses or whatever.
We're wearing them right now.
They're everywhere.
Everything.
Chris, right now, a DeLorean just pulled up in your driveway.
Really?
Yeah.
For me?
For you.
I gotta go. I'll be back. Oh, no,
you have to go. You're not going. Wait till the episode's over, man. All right, you can quit
after
the episode.
It better still be there when I get back.
Where do you go? You get in the DeLorean.
Hold on. Is this the Back to the Future DeLorean, or is this just a regular DeLorean? Where do I go? Walmart? I don't know.
I'm going to timeout.
I'm going to
timeout so I can go play some time killers.
Oh, I wish that existed.
So tell me, Chris. You can go anywhere. It's the Back to the Future DeLorean.
Okay, yeah, right.
Brown's DeLorean.
Okay.
He wants to take you somewhere, man. There's one seat.
There is always one. Yeah, two. Yeah, the driver and the passenger.
Yeah,
so it's got one passenger seat. Wow.
On the spot, where are you going in this DeLorean?
Okay, off the top of my head, I want to see dinosaurs in real life.
Really?
Off the top of my head, yes.
So you're just gonna go back to 1992, probably
93,
where they were.
No.
It came out in 93.
Oh,
they probably got shot in 92.
No. I want to say. I'm saying
them making.
No, I'm saying 65 million years ago. I'm not talking about. Okay. No, I'm not talking about.
Well, hey, fossils, dinosaur fossils. They probably have a lot of fossil fuels, so you can get back.
Well, we have both.
The fossils, you have to wait a little while.
Yeah, you have to wait. Yeah, no, we'd have to. I'm sure. No, this is the Mr. Coffee version. This is the Back to the Future 2 version where he's
Mr.
nuclear fusion. Is that Mr. Fusion? What'd I say?
You said Mr. Coffee.
No, same difference.
Anyway, keep it parked right there. Movie Squat's coming up next.
Right now. Movies in the 80s, they were big. They were a big thing. They were big. VHS was a big thing.
VHS beta was a big thing, Chris.
Beta, unfortunately,
for the first couple of years. For the first couple of years, then it kind of went away.
Was a big thing. Yeah.
There was something so cool about my friend busting out First Blood. On a beta.
I had
because I didn't have that, and it's just,
you didn't
what
really?
are you doing right now?
I just had random beta. I had random beta tapes, and then you had.
It felt so solid when you put that tape in. Like they could.
I know.
It felt so good.
Well. Speaking of movies, we're here in Movie Squat. Mm-hmm. Ken likes to say we're nestled tightly, but I wouldn't say so much. Comfortably? Okay, well, I'll say we're getting there.
Loose?
A little loose. It's a little loose. Movie Squat is where we take two movies. They were randomly generated, one for Ken, one for me. We don't know what each other has, and we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna surprise each other with the titles, and then we're gonna talk about them. Then we're gonna combine them, and we're gonna see if we can't make something so good that it should just form itself and just be on your shelf with the rest of your VHS tapes.
That's the thing. Our purpose of doing this is every movie in the 80s is connected to every other movie in the 80s.
Because of us. You're welcome, world.
Yes.
You're welcome, universe.
You talk about Marvel Shared Universe. You talk about the stupid monster thing that they tried to do. DC that
Dark
they tried
universe.
to do. The DC universe, right? The Dark Universe?
No, that was Warner Brothers. That was the monsters.
Really? Universal. Yeah. Anyway. That's what we're doing. 80 shared universe. Right. Commando exists with Rambo, exists with Predator, exists with
48 Hours.
Judge Dredd.
No, not Judge Dredd. That was 90s. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Kenny's going to show me what he has so we can go ahead and move forward.
You are not ready.
This.
Yes, you are.
I am ready.
You're totally ready for this one. All right, here we go.
He's got Cat People.
Cat People. He's intrigued. moving on.
I am intrigued. I have
The Fog.
That's it. Repeat.
If I'm not mistaken, we had The Fog back in episode 2?
Episode 3.
Episode 3?
Episode 3. We had it with Freddy's Revenge,
Prinze
part 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not Freddie Prinze Jr.
All right. Not Freddie Prinze Jr., but Ed Begley Jr.
Ed Begley Jr.
He's coming up. He's coming up in my synopsis, Chris.
Oh, your synopsis.
Right. Chris, werecats. Tell me about them.
What I know about werecats is if you get bitten by a radioactive cat, you turn into a cat. Am I close? See my throat make that weird frog noise unbeknownst to me?
Here's the deal with this. Here's the deal. All right?
Tell me the deal.
All right.
Give me some
First
deals.
of all, we have to go into the whole Panther legacy.
Werepanther.
All right, no.
Like you are?
Just let Panther. Black Panther,
Yeah.
okay? It's not really a panther. A panther is like a mythical creature.
Right. A panther's an amalgamation of...
Yeah, it's any large cat.
that prowls in the night.
Mostly a black leopard and a black jaguar. Black cougars, undocumented, Chris. There's no science to back up that black cougars exist. Okay? They don't have any documented cases. However, you know what causes this is melanism. All right? It's the development of dark pigment in like the hair and the skin of the animal, opposite of albinism or albinism.
Oh. So instead of making the creature white,
it makes them
black. Okay.
Correct. So that's what you have here. Now that we got the little history out of there. By the way, I'm going to tell you a little bit about werecats. Werecats are just like werewolves.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it. And then the mythical...
It's a mythical component of the werecat.
The mythical panther, a panther would feast on its prey, go into like hiding in a cave for like 3 days and kind of draw out more people to kill or more prey to kill, and then it just keeps doing that. It just keeps doing that over
But
and
this
over.
is a myth. That was you're saying that's the myth of what the panther would do.
This is real. This is Cat People from 1982, directed by Paul Schrader, starring Natasha Kinski, Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell.
That was
I don't know
Species?
why it says that. No. You're thinking of Henstridge.
Oh, okay. Natasha. I do know that name though. That's her. Yeah. Okay.
Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
Who's also in this. John Hurd and Annette O'Toole were also in this.
What?
John Larroquette. And
80s staple, John Larroquette. Gotcha.
And our friend, Ed Begley Jr.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Ed Begley Jr., Annette O'Toole, and John Hurd play zoologists.
Of course they do.
Who come upon a Black Panther who happens to be named Paul. All right, spoiler alert. Irina and Paul are brother and sister. They didn't grow up with each other.
They're adopted.
Irina was in foster care her whole life, and Paul
this is another Black Panther we're talking about.
Paul in and out of jail a lot of the times.
Yeah. They
finally get together, and he ends up being seen with a woman. And then all of a sudden there was a...
Hold on. I'm a little bit confused. These are people or
these
cats?
These are people, Chris. All people. I haven't gotten to the cat stuff yet. I told you, Natasha Kinski and Malcolm McDowell, brother and sister. Okay? Irina and Paul. So what happens is he turns into a cat. Turns out when you hook up with somebody, you turn into a cat. If you're a cat person. All right? These are cat people. Years ago, their descendants, I'm going to tell you, they're descendants of leopards that became human after eating human babies that were sacrificed to them. This is their descendants, their ancestors. So they
have the gene in them.
They have the gene in them.
So no lycanthropy, nothing like that.
When they get with someone, they turn into a cat, a black cat. Okay,
little
black jaguar. No, big one that mauls people.
Okay, yeah.
Because this cat mauled somebody.
Paul.
And the thing is, yes,
Paul mauled somebody.
I'm going to tell you who he mauled. He mauled Ed Begley Jr., man.
Ooh!
They trapped him, put him in the zoo. Ed Begley Jr. got mauled. And now he's human again, because that's how you become human. So you become a cat by getting with somebody. You become human by murdering somebody as a cat. So now the whole entire town is looking for this cat, but it's not a cat anymore. It's a human. The cat escaped. What? It's a human now. So that's it. So turns out...
I think I want to watch this movie.
Yeah, you totally do. So that's what happens. It turns out that Paul is saying, hey, this is why we stay in the family and stuff like that, because it doesn't happen when stuff like that. So she ends up killing somebody. She ends up getting with a dude. She turns into a cat to like run away, and then she ends up killing a caretaker at a house, becomes human again, and then she becomes a cat again, and they put her in like the the zoo, and she's in the zoo, and that's all I have to say about that.
You're crazy.
It's just this crazy.
I'm telling you that has to be there. That's a pretty.
It's
crazy
a remake
story.
of a 1942 movie. Yeah, the movie came out originally in 1942. They decided 40 years later, let's make another.
Let's make a remake. Okay.
Let's make a remake.
All right. Look.
Hold on a second. Not done. The theme song, "Cat People Putting Out Fire." David Bowie on the soundtrack. You're welcome. You're welcome. I just added a song to your playlist.
Okay, I don't know how to follow that up.
Tell me a little bit.
All right, so let's talk about The Fog. We had The Fog already. I don't remember anything that you told me about it, so I'll just go. This is John Carpenter's The Fog. It's a 1980 film. Obviously, it's a scary film.
John Carpenter joint?
It's a John Carpenter joint. It's a Carpenter joint. Yeah. You know?
Like, not the musicians.
What? No, not.
It's just
no, it's a Carpenter.
Okay,
no.
Different Carpenter.
No, this is just one man named John Carpenter who makes scary movies.
He wasn't part of the Carpenters.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
So this
just clarifying.
This stars Adrienne Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Atkins, Janet Leigh, and Hal Holbrook, and a bunch of other people. All right. This is about a California town entitled Antonio Bay.
Pound for pound, I think you've gotten more Hal Holbrook movies than I have.
Really?
I feel like even if I saw Hal Holbrook, I just wouldn't mention it. I'd just be like, oh, skip by.
Well, the only reason why I mention it, there's a reason why I mention it,
Okay,
and
anyway.
it's in my little trivia at the end. Okay, so The Fog. This town, Antonio Bay, was founded on the pillaging and the plundering and the sinking and the killing of the crew of a ship called the Elizabeth Dane, which was one of Blake's ships. Okay, and this guy Blake had leprosy, and he was reaching out to going to the new world to create a leper colony so people can live in peace.
Leprechauns.
No,
Like
leper
Gold?
colony. No,
Oh.
leper. Leprosy.
I got you.
Whatever. And anyway, so the gold's taken from the ship and everything was used to fund making this town and everything. So so there's a curse now on the town basically. And on the 100th, the night of the morning of the 100th anniversary of this town, this fog rolls in. These revenants come in. You know what a revenant is? It's a ghost that's revenging themselves, right?
I remember.
They come in and
Doom
they
had revenants.
What?
Doom.
Yeah. So they come in and they it's the crew of the Dane and they want to kill 6 for 6. So they want to kill 6 people to make up for the 6 original sinners or the 6 original people that did that, right?
Okay.
So this movie, so they go through the whole thing, blah blah blah. They fight the mist people and the ghosts, and at the very end, Blake, he shows up and it's like his army of the dead, and they're all locked into this church, and he ends up this Father Malone guy, he ends up giving the last remaining gold in this gold cross to him, and then they all disappear to Blake. They all disappear. They think it's over. Until the father's alone in the church at the very end. Blake reappears and decapitates the guy, and then that's the end of the movie. So, because the father's like, I wonder why they didn't kill 6 people. I thought they had to kill 6 people for it to be whatever. Here's a little trivia. This was the first film success for John Carpenter after Halloween. Okay. This, again, was from episode 3. So, Adrienne Barbeau and Tom Atkins were both in Carpenter's next movie, which was Escape from New York, and also Hal Holbrook. They were all in Escape from New York, and so he used a bunch of the same people. Obviously, Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween, he brought her into this one, So in this time period, he used a lot of the same people, and I believe Adrienne Barbeau, I believe Swamp Thing. I think that was right.
100% Swamp Thing.
And that's it. That's what I got. So
let's see.
So what did you have again? Oh, cat
people.
Cat people.
One thing I'm neglecting to mention is that one of the producers on the movie is Jerry Bruckheimer.
Okay, early joint.
Early Jerry Bruckheimer.
Early Bruckheimer.
Early Bruckheimer joint. And
okay, look, we've got. I was gonna initially go for we'll call it The Mist. There's already a Mist.
Well, that's the thing, but the thing is.
How about the? Well, one second.
I like this. What?
1 second. Just give me 1 second. We call it the Dander, and in the Dander, these cats come out. When you get
so much dander that it's just.
But when you get the dander on you, people get and they get all. They turn to the cats. That's
how they turn to the cats. Yeah. Okay, and the only way to become back human again is to kill six people. People dropping everywhere, right?
What's a little? What? That's a good pin. That a little zanier. Come up with something a little zanier
like
to become human.
Lasers. Like a lot of that.
No, that's just part of it. That's how they.
Going to be,
that's how they.
Instead of a chase scene, it is a chase scene.
Yeah,
they're chasing the laser light.
Yeah, and you know how people, like cops, hold those big mag lights like this. That's the laser, and they can just. And
that's
walk
how
around.
they do it. So they
because it's so ridiculous
and
to hold a flashlight
all,
like that.
Cats can't swim, man.
No, they hate water.
They hate water.
Except there's that one that puts his head underneath the faucet, and it's like, what are you doing?
So they're gonna do that, and that's the way they do it. Is they just lead them off the pier, or the wharf, right? They shine the big mag laser pointer, and they take it, and they just go, and they just go in and drown. Yeah, and that's how they defeat them.
How about what? But do they become human though? What can we do to make them become human? I wanted it to be stupid. I wanted it to be really okay. I mean, yes, it's tied in, but I kind of wanted it to be stupid. Where does Dander come from? That's what I want to know. Or is it just going to be like we don't know where it came from?
I'm going to say it overtakes. I don't even want to say it overtakes a town, a small town. I want to say it just overtakes like a farmhouse or something. There's just a farmhouse somewhere in rural America.
How about a country fair? How about a country fair?
I don't want there to be too many people though.
Oh, you don't want too many. I was thinking I wanted it to be contained, but not too many.
Like Alien, you had the one alien, right? And then the next one, you had loads of them.
Aliens.
But we're gonna keep it small. Maybe it's a family of like 8. It's an extended family. It's like a Brady Bunch kind of thing going on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So they had these kind of there are quite a few kids.
Okay.
But they're a little grown.
A little extended cousins.
Yeah, it's like
one of them's an uncle.
Yeah,
and
we don't want to do this to the kids because then they're gonna be like little kittens out there and stuff.
How about the kids are the ones that figure it out?
Kids are the ones that figure it out, but they're the ones who have to maul people and murder people.
No, I'm saying the kids are the ones that figure out that their parents turn into cats and that they use the lasers. Right. They fashion.
Yeah, but they use it. But that's the thing is.
How about when they hit water? No, they have to kill 6 people. See now, but where 6 people are they going to kill? They're going to kill each other, the family. You said you didn't want that, so.
But they can if they go out. They just go out in the night in the town. They go out there and they.
I was going to say when they hit the water, they turn back to people.
No, they just drown.
Okay.
A couple of them die. And then how about that? They go in there, they try to take care of them, and they figure out, hey, these laser pointers, they follow the lights, and they go in there and they drop them in the water, and then the kids, hold on. That was my mom. And now it's like the dad is there, and they have a chance to save him and Uncle Phil. So they can say, listen, you're fine. Like we don't need to kill them. We can lead them over here, and we can take care of them and make sure that they're okay.
So then, and they put out little bowls of milk, and
then you find out like after the credits or something like that they become human again. It's like why? And then you find out, you see what they did, and they like lured people to the house, and they got to kill them and trap them, and they came back to life. And now they're humans, but they're bloodthirsty.
So that's going to be the Dander too.
So that's what it's going to be, the Dander.
All right.
You like it, the Dander?
What is this called? What was yours called again?
Cat people.
Oh, cat people. So they opted to not call it cat.
Yeah.
Werecats or something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they didn't call.
Is it weird? I'm spelling people with an A. What an
no.
The Dander. Dander with an ER, right?
Yeah, Dander.
Okay, cool.
Good,
I like it.
Deal. I like it. All right, so
very good.
That's another one.
Another one in the books.
The 58th movie we've done. Solid, Chris.
Solid as a rock.
Don't move. Tube Squad will be here before you know it. And maybe one of us has growing pains this time. It never happens. We never get growing pains.
I thought he was telling me he had it.
No.
I was getting so excited. I was like, this is unprecedented. He's telling me about it before.
Nope.
All right, good. Let's head over to Tube.
Okay. Thanks for staying for the Tube Squat segment.
It's going
to be a good one.
Why wouldn't you stay for Tube?
Everybody would. Everybody would.
It's 80s TV, man.
I have a TV show from the 80s that was generated for me. Mm-hmm. So does Chris. Randomly generated. And now I'm gonna show Chris. He doesn't know what I have. I don't know what he has, but we're gonna take them and we're gonna create an 80s shared TV universe.
We're gonna combine them. We're gonna together, and it's gonna be great. Maybe. Yes. May not be.
All right. So I have.
He has Mr. Wizard's World. Oh.
Here we go, Mr. Wizard's World. What do we have?
That sucks. Look what I have.
He has. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
That is correct.
Right. So Mr. Wizard and Carmen Sandiego.
So Mr. Wizard we've had before.
All right. I want Mr. Wizard to get lost. You're gonna have to do science experiments to try to find him.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I know it is because I just said it.
You want to tell us what Mr. Wizard World is?
Oh, I forgot.
Do you remember what episode? Did you mark what episode we had that in? Because it was with the Sweet Valley High, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Wizard. Yeah, we already had it with Sweet Valley High. I don't remember which episode it was.
I don't remember which episode either, but
it doesn't matter.
Go ahead, tell me a little bit about Mr. Wizard's Wild.
Okay, it ran from 83 to 90 on Nickelodeon.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's a science show. He gets, slightly impatient with the kids a little bit.
Did he? I don't remember that.
He did get a little slightly impatient with the kids sometimes.
Oh.
But the thing is, like each year, it's like, this is how you're supposed to treat kids. This is how you're supposed to treat kids. This is how you're supposed to treat kids.
Changes, yeah, right.
And all of a sudden, you look back 10 years and you're like, that's how we treated kids?
Yeah.
Because you keep pushing that line a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you look back and it's like, kids can't take, like, criticism anymore.
Kids can't take anything now.
They can't take anything. It's like, dude, it's brush your teeth. God! And now it's like they need a safe space and they need. It's like, dude, I just told you to brush your teeth.
Right.
What's the problem?
Right.
You have like a lightsaber toothbrush.
Meanwhile,
there's no reason to be upset.
Meanwhile, we didn't even have car seats when we were kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in the back. Get in the back.
Yeah, just
get in the back.
Around the back of the
Shut up! Stop hitting your brother and get in the back.
Yeah, I found a tire iron. Start throwing around the back of the seat. So anyway, 6 seasons, 78 episodes. Don Herbert, man.
That is not a lot of episodes for 6 seasons.
It's not a lot, but the fact is, Don Herbert was.
He was good.
He was everything that there's no way Bill Nye or Miss Beekman, anything like that. They can't come close. Well, never come close to
not
Don
for
Herbert.
Us anyway.
So anyway, Beekman's World, they had actually a puppet named Don and a puppet named Herb.
Oh, really?
In honor of
that makes
but
sense.
This was like 1993, so it was only a few years after Mr. Wizard ended. But
listen, science is a big thing. There's always a science show on.
That's it.
Mr. Wizards for me was my science show.
It was awesome. I used to watch it before school, after school, whenever it was on. I'd watch it. It aired 3 times a week on Nickelodeon in its prime.
Nickelodeon, God,
so
Nickelodeon.
I'm going to tell you, Don Herbert was the first episode of Late Night with David Letterman.
Really?
Like the original show.
Yeah.
He was a guest.
Wow.
On the first episode.
But his show wasn't running at the time.
Yeah, well, he originally had a show back in the.
I remember. Yeah, it was.
51 to 65.
Yeah,
he
that's right.
Had a show called Meet Mr. Wizard.
That's right.
So,
okay, I remember.
But you don't remember that because you weren't alive.
I wasn't alive then, or was I? I don't know. I might have been. I wasn't who I am today.
You're no Nick Cage. You're no or Keanu. All right, you're not.
All right.
Anyway, show was shot in Calgary, man.
Oh yeah,
a little bit Canadian.
Yeah, little
bit Canadian. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell you a little about Not the Mama. What was the show?
Not the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Right.
Was a show on ABC with Not the Mama, the little baby, and
on
TGI. It was like a sitcom just with people in dinosaur costumes.
Great. I couldn't.
But that's the thing is they would never make.
I remember
like
the promos for that thing.
Anyway, a show within a show. They had a show called Ask Mr. Lizard.
Right. Yeah.
Ask Mr. Lizard. L, not W.
I gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So they had that in there, which was kind of like a spoof on Mr. Wizard.
Right, yeah.
It was like, hey, this was. So
it was. We consider that an homage.
That's yeah, exactly. But
all right, can I tell you about Carmen and where she's at? Miss Sandiego.
Yeah.
Sandiego, one word. You know that? Carmen Sandiego is one word, not like San
Well, that's
Diego.
because that's her name.
I know. It's her
name.
Surname. Okay, so no, I'm not doing Mr. Wizard's World. I'm doing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. This was 91 to 95, 5 seasons, 296 episodes.
That's why you're saying with the.
Yeah.
But this was 3 times a week. That was probably 5.
Oh yeah.
And that was what, channel 13, like PBS.
This was PBS. Yep. Brought to the light because of viewers like you. What was the thing? Made possible by viewers like you.
Yeah.
All right, look. This was a game show for kids. If you don't know what it was, it's based on a series of video games by Broderbund.
My goodness, my sister had
Broderbund.
Had this.
Remember them?
Konami made it for NES, the NES. And my sister had it, and it came with an encyclopedia.
Did it?
And I remember playing the game, and it's like, you have to look up this flag, and it's like...
You're like, dang it!
And I'm like, opening up this book. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I'm like, I never want to play this thing again.
Here's the thing.
I never want to play it again. Put on Baseball Stars.
I'm going to give you... It was hosted by Greg Lee, who was the host. He was also special agent or whatever.
Did they all wear the trench coats or the...
No,
that was a stupid band with the music?
That was the Rockapella.
Stop.
I was going to get there, but I guess we're going there now.
I was hoping we weren't going there.
An acapella group named Rockapella. Oh. Nope, they were integral. They were integral to this show. And then also Lynn Thigpen was the chief. Remember the chief? All right. I'm not gonna go into like how they played the game because that's whatever. You had to get a crook. You had to get one of her accomplices, and then that accomplice would give you a clue at the end of the show to track down Carmen Sandiego. And if you found her, you got to win the big prize. And if you didn't, you just got like a prize pack or whatever. There were a bunch of things that happened throughout the show. Rockapella would sing a bunch of clues, this and that. You'd get money. There was what are they called? Spy bucks. What were they called?
Did Rockapella
again?
ever put out an album?
Yeah, dude, they were from like 1986. I think they got together.
They were like the Herbie Hancock of 1986.
Yeah, they were cool, man. They was cool, bro.
Okay.
Don't talk to me about them like that. You want to hear the featured crooks? No, I'm not going to tell you about that.
I don't want to hear any of that stuff.
So hold on. So they're all Acme Crime Bucks. Wait, no, there was a couple
Carmen
things.
Sandiego? Was there a person in that?
No, there wasn't.
Coat?
No, it was never. It was.
They never found her.
No, they did, but it was always like a illustration. It wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember ever being a person.
They couldn't like hire somebody. Just like, here's $5. Pose with this top hat.
Yeah, no.
Or this whatever trench coat.
Nope. There was
Nothing?
only. It was
Fedora?
really.
It fedora?
It was fedora. Yeah. I want to tell you this though. There was a 200 and the 296th episode was recorded but never aired.
Wow.
Don't know why.
There's a lost episode.
There's a
Where
lost
in the world
episode
of Carmen Sandiego.
So
excellent.
What did you have again? Oh, Mr. Wizard's World. Okay, so you're saying you want to find Mr. Wizard.
I would say Mr. Wizard is out there, and he indirectly makes kids learn science by having to solve his
science puzzles.
Yes, to discern his current whereabouts. So let's say listen. This isn't where in the world is Mr. Wizard. We're not going to do that.
Where in the universe?
No, this is just like where in the town of wherever they are, wherever the kid. They're going to be a couple kids. He's just going to. You know what? He's going throughout.
You're going to.
Here's the deal. All right. Listen, you write into the show and like, you know what? Mr. Wizard would like to do an episode in your town with you, little Chrissy.
Okay.
That's what they called you.
Did they?
Yes.
Okay.
Little Chrissy.
Okay,
All
sure.
right? It's also his rap name.
Yeah, well.
Okay. So Lil Chrissy, all right, they're going to come to your town and hey, where in this town, you want to meet Mr. Wizard? You got to find him. So you need to, here you go. I'm going to give you a beaker.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a flask, a Bunsen burner, some soap, iodine,
rock salt, some rock salt,
maybe some rock salt,
some and filament. They give you some filament,
yes,
some wire,
yes, and a peanut butter cup.
Okay,
and you need to do an experiment. You need to make an experiment in order to unlock this door that he is behind, or he is down the block, and they'll give some vague hints or something like that. Block. Yeah, he's in the town. They have to make it reachable. It has to be an obtainable. You can't put Mr. Wizard on the moon and expect kids to get there.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because did you ever see Mr. Wizard's experiments?
They were wacky.
What? They were wacky. They were awesome.
I know.
First of all. Second of all,
because
he had the one, I can walk through this piece of paper.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that.
I don't remember that one.
And that was fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I was glued to the TV. I was glued. I didn't care if the school bus is coming in 2 minutes. I don't care. I need to see this.
Well, you were very impressionable. You were a very impressionable young mind, Ken. I don't know what to tell you.
Paper. There's a certain way that you can cut the paper in zigzags, where you can kind of spread it open, and you can actually walk through the piece of paper.
Well, you know what? I think you should perform that on our next show. But let me tell you. Let me tell you who else is in this show.
Also, a big ice block, and he put a weight on it with a string around the top of the ice block.
Mm-hmm. Do I remember?
And they walked away for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or a half hour. I don't know how long it was. And they came back to it, and as the weight kind of pushes down on the ice, and as the ice melts, it refreezes on the top. So now the string was in the middle of the ice block, completely frozen inside the ice block. That's science. That's amazing.
It's very easy to amaze.
No, don't finish that sentence. Do not even finish.
How about this sentence?
What's this going to be called?
Rockapella is also in this.
No,
not Rockapella. No. It is an acapella group, but what are we calling them though? What can we call them? Electrons, the scopapellas. Come on, we gotta. Oh no, okay, wait. You don't want acapella? Think of. How about bagpipes or what's a weird dumb instrument that just makes really random noises? What's that? What's that thing?
Glockenspiel.
Wait, no. What's that one that you blow into like a recorder, but it's got keys?
It has keys, like Kenny G.
No, it's not a wind instrument.
oboe?
It's like no, it's not an actual like band instrument. It's like a plastic thing that it's like a recorder, and it's got keys on it, and you can play this. I'm not making this up, guys. You can. I'm telling you, they play that.
He said the word. He said the magic word. He's going downtown. Now you're gonna get.
They play that thing. Stop.
What
are we calling it?
The paddywhack machine.
You said, what is it called?
Paddywhack of 1.
You said, where in my town is Mr. Wizard?
Where? Oh, what?
No, I said that. I just put together everything we said. Where in my town is Mr. Wizard? Because, okay.
I got it. I like it.
All right.
Where in my town? In my town is Mr. Wizard. I like it. I really do. And I think it's great because the thing is they're going to have guidance. The kids are going to have guidance. And whether or not they have to go on a scavenger hunt.
It's going to be that guy going, there's a clue under your bed. That sound means there's a clue in your toilet. You know what I mean? It's going to be great.
Can I speak?
Okay, yeah, no, I'm done.
You sure?
I don't know. There might be another one.
It would be nice if it was a semi-scavenger hunt. And when they find the right
pieces of the experiment,
let's say, or part of the experiment. Yeah. Now there's another one that tells them what to do. So they do have guidance.
It's clues, yeah.
It's not they just throw.
Are there
stuff
prizes?
In there
You win
says,
prizes, or it's
here's
just
some stuff like here. You have a highlighter and a pen.
Wait. What happens if they find
a carabiner?
What happens if they find Mr. Wizard before he's ready? You're making a lot of noise. What if there's before, like, they find him before he's ready, and he's just like, he's got that makeup thing on, and he's in his trailer eating a hoagie, and he's just like, oh, you found me.
That's it. So, gotcha. So we're good, right?
All right.
We like it. Everybody cool with that?
Doesn't matter if you are, because it's in the books. That's it. Tube squat, done.
Don't move. We have Toy Squat coming up. It's my favorite. It's my new favorite segment. It's always good. You have to admit that. It's always good.
It is good.
Stay tuned. It's coming up. Yeah. Thanks for coming back to the Toy Squat. I have a toy. He has a toy. Randomly generated, each of us. I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. I'm going to reveal mine to him right now. He's going to reveal his to me right after. And we're going to make a new
toy.
What
do you got?
Toy, board game, you know.
Oh, Trivial Pursuit.
I have Trivial Pursuit.
Boring. Oh, so boring. Not as fun as
Lego. Specifically Technic?
Yes, say the whole thing. It's Lego Technic.
Lego Technic.
Yes, Lego Technic. Yes, that's the tool.
Oh, gosh.
Trivial Pursuit. All right, tell me about this. Okay, so here's the thing. Trivial Pursuit, to me, when I was a kid, that's the game that parents played.
That was the adult
Because we were busy playing on Nintendos and like Bionic Commando, or if you had Sega, that's fine. You were playing...
He doesn't think that's fine.
Whatever you had on Sega.
He's judging you.
Okay, I'm not judging. Someone said I had Genesis envy. I was like, not really.
Yes, you do.
No way.
I will admit that I did.
But then you ended up getting a Genesis.
I had a Nintendo. I had a Super NES.
And then you got a Genesis.
And then I got it. Well, no, I borrowed a Genesis from my friends, and I played it at their house. Altered Beast, Sonic the Hedgehog,
Altered Beast,
Techno Cop, race driving. You know, like games that you couldn't get anywhere else. You couldn't get this stuff on the Nintendo systems.
All right.
And looking back on it, I love it.
All right. Anyway,
I absolutely love it.
Let's stay on the task, which is toys. Tell me about it, because I can't even say the words.
Trivial Pursuit. You want to know what I have written about Trivial Pursuit?
How many?
Chris.
Ready? On the count of 3, we're both going to say how many times we can remember ever playing this game. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Never.
Twice. You never played it?
I think I remember there being little pieces of cake, like the little pink and yellow and green.
No, it wasn't cake. It was. I know. Tell me about it. What is it?
That's the thing is there were questions. I think
it was just questions, right?
And you had to get one from each
category, right? Yeah.
They were impossible questions.
Yeah, man.
Now the thing is, my sister had a Disney one. She had Disney World.
Okay, all right, okay.
So it was like, okay, they're Disney-oriented questions.
Do you want to play with me, Ken? No.
I was never a Disney person.
Right.
So I didn't know how to play it.
Don't want to play that game and not going to play a Disney game.
But that's like asking anybody now if they want to. Don't know who saw the movies because nobody wants to play Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit with me.
I would.
Even though I'm like, I wouldn't know any of that stuff anyway. Like, what kind of...
We should just do just me and you, dude.
What kind of leather adorns Aragorn's boot?
Yeah, right?
What? Like, what do you mean? What, the sole? The toe?
Yeah.
The top? Like...
Helm's Deep had how many windows? I don't know. 18? Who knows?
Anyway, again... It's like.
So there were questions, it was categories, and you got points?
You answered it right, and then you went on to win the game.
I mean, I played this
like
like
you
twice.
You moved it on the board, and you landed.
Teams?
You landed on, entertainment. Okay, you got to get an entertainment question
I'm
right.
telling you, it had to be
whatever,
like twice.
whatever. Anyway, piggybacking on the Mr. Wizard's World thing, Trivial Pursuit originated in Canada.
Oh.
You didn't know that. There was an 84.
So Canada gave us Mr. Wizard and Trivial Pursuit. You're 50-50. You're 50-50. You're 50-50.
Like I just said. So 84, there was an arcade game. I'm not going to lie to you. Different varieties, different questions and all that stuff. 1993 to 1995, there was a game show hosted by Wink Martindale. Wink Martindale.
When was the game show on?
I just told you, 93 to 95, but Chris wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
Nope.
No. I was looking at the comments.
More importantly, in 2008 to 2009, there was one called Trivial Pursuit America Plays, starring Christopher Knight as the host. Who's Christopher Knight, Chris?
Oh, no, I'm thinking Wayne Knight. I don't know who's Christopher Knight. I was thinking Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight? I'm thinking Ted Knight. No, Christopher Knight, Peter Brady.
Oh, yeah. What? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So anyway.
Trivial Pursuit. Who knew? Who knew Trivial Pursuit?
It has like.
I will tell you, though, I'm sorry, but I have to say, I'm looking at any sheet, and it's completely blank except for the trivia section we have at the bottom. It's got nothing else about it written.
It's the game has legs. It's still going strong. You can still go out there and buy different. You can actually buy a 1980s edition.
Well, listen,
they have 1980s edition. Can I?
So you can
in the future.
Oh, I got you. Let me piggybacking off of still going. I want to tell you.
You said piggybacking because I piggybacked. You can't piggyback.
No.
Well, you piggybacking off a Tube Squat.
I'm piggybacking off of your words saying that because going strong.
Is it triple piggyback?
Still going strong is Lego Technic. Lego Technic came out.
I forgot we have to talk about this.
In 1977, and is still out today. Okay.
Yep.
In their first iteration, they were known as the Expert Builder Series or technical sets back in 77.
These were the ones that had the gears. These are the ones that had the
motors,
the
gears.
Cars
Renamed Technic in 84. It's got gears, axles, pins, pneumatic things.
What do they call it before Technic?
Oh, look who's not listening now.
Expert Series? Is that what you're saying?
Expert Builder Series or technical sets.
When did they stop this? Did they stop it?
No, it's still going.
Is it still going?
Is anybody here listening to me? Holy Lord and Taylor. Renamed in 84 to Technic. Gotcha. It's got gears, axles, pins, mnemonic things, electric motors. Since 2000, though, the method, their building methods have changed. They've changed some of their parts using a studless construction. So now it's it's not like it used to be. But there's also there's little Technic action figures, which were picture the minifigures. You know, the little minifigures. They're not very. They don't have very many joints or anything. Technic figures are actually bigger and have more joints that they can like move around and do stuff. You know.
Yep. I got you.
So that's it. They're over 600 plus sets.
That's cool.
So that's it. That's really all there is.
I think there's only one thing we could do here.
All right.
Is we're playing a game, and when you get to the space, you have to build something, or you get a part, and you have to build. You know.
I think how about a little more contained? Good idea. You get a card for the round or the game, whatever, and it's build this, but you have to collect those parts. So how about like whenever you rolled, you got this space.
I have a feeling I know there's already a Lego game out there, and
like
I have a feeling that's exactly what you do in that game. The first to build something, like that's all there is to it. And you know, just
keep talking.
Trivial Pursuit. Yeah, there were rules in the game. I know we had a little point of contention here.
Right, were there rules,
right on here, right? Were there rules? I can't read the name. It's too dark on the screen there. I want to give you credit for asking, but that was the same thing. You just go through the cards, right? Everybody who played Trivial Pursuit, right? Or anybody that picked it up, no cared about the rules. You just ask trivia questions.
I don't see a Lego board game here, man.
That's kind of cool. I think there's a Lego.
There's a logo. There's a logo board game.
Logo the turtle?
No.
What?
No.
Logo, the turtle. Easy logo.
No.
Remember the programming?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but that's not
that
him.
That was the most amazing thing in the world. It was just a little triangle, but it was supposed to be the turtle.
Yeah. No, I think we make a Lego board game. That's perfect. And then whatever space you land on, you can get one of the pieces you need, and then whoever gets to build their stuff
Chris can't
first.
Find the Lego board game.
Yeah. I think that's a good game. I think that's good.
I think it's a great idea.
It's a great game.
But I do believe that this already exists.
Type in Lego board game.
I'm typing it in.
All right. Well, I'm telling you, I didn't find one. At least Wikipedia's not showing me.
What did you just call it?
Wikipedia.
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 Oh, there's Creationary. There's Ninjago. There's Lego Batman board game looking like. Lego City Chase. Okay, so that's what we're doing.
That's it.
If it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist.
Oh, what are we calling it?
We're calling it
Pursuit of Legos.
What about Lego Pursuit? What's the problem?
Dang it.
What's the problem?
There is none. That's good.
Pursuit of the Lego pieces and trivia.
Kenny, you've done it. You've done it. Enough. You've done it.
What did I do?
You got the name. We're good. You've done it. Good job.
Did I?
It's good. Another successful Toy Squat.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Now they're taking it back. Keep going and they'll take it back. You've said too much. You've said too much.
That's it. So yeah, stay
All
tuned.
right.
It was a good one.
That's a good one.
Stay tuned for a gripping finale in the Game Squat. It's coming up. Classic games. You like cartridges? You better like the cartridges.
Because Game Squat's coming up next.
Yep. That's it. Stay tuned. Chris, welcome everybody to Game Squat, please.
Welcome everybody to Game Squat.
Where we what? What do we do here?
Ken, I'm going to tell you something about Game Squat. This is a fun section where we take 2 randomly generated games, one for each of us. We don't know what each other has, but we're going to show them to each other. And then we're going to talk about them. We're going to reminisce about them. Little anecdotes. You may have an anecdote for this one. You may not. I don't know.
Why not?
You might not.
I have a couple.
I might not, but I might too. But we're going to give each other information. Then we're going to make a brand new game. It's going to be our 58th game that we've created from our brains to your
57th.
57th.
Wrong.
Whatever. Yeah. What? No, this will be 58th.
Because we had that one episode with Benson. We had Lil
I
Benson.
always forget the Benson animated series that we made.
So all these times where we say we had a total, this is only our 57th game.
Yeah, that movie was only 57.
We had one episode that probably should have been a side episode. It probably should have been a little bonus
Episode 20 we tried to do. We're like, every 20 episodes we'll do something different.
Yeah.
It was fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but we just
go check it out.
We never have. This is just so much fun that we can't break ourselves away from it. So.
All right, let's do it.
Tell us about 57th.
This is what I'm giving you
in episode 58. So
say it. Read it.
Freaking Mogul Maniac. It looks like skis or something on the bottom. Like what's the deal there? Well,
I'll tell you in a second. You'll find out as soon as you show me yours, which is Top Players Tennis for Nintendo. Let me see the names again. Who were they? It was Chris. What is it?
Straight.
Yeah, Chris Everett and Ivan Lendl.
Lendl. So.
For NES. Okay. All right. Great.
Listen. Let's backtrack a little bit. Trivial Pursuit and Lego Technic might have already been. We created something called what now?
Lego Pursuit.
Lego Pursuit.
Oh, I got it. We add questions to ours.
We add questions. This was the last segment, and Ivan kind of brought it to our attention, right? That this already existed, Lego Champion, Lego Creator.
Yeah. Even though we did research, we searched it right on here. We couldn't find it.
And also...
And Mukasa.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
listen, it happens.
Thanks
it happens. Yeah. So we'll retcon by just adding in that you have to answer questions to be able to get the pieces you need. Boom. Okay, now.
Yeah, but what was the
what?
The question in question.
Rules?
The rules for Trivial Pursuit, yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
All right,
Nobody played by the rules in that game.
Nobody ever played.
It's like Monopoly. Nobody plays Monopoly without putting money down.
Everyone has their own.
That when you land on free parking, you get it.
Everyone's got their own rules for it. And they're like, that's how we play. No, you can't just say that's how my family played. No, that's...
Yeah, but you're not going to say that because the thing is, it's come so far where that's the rule. That's what you do in the game. No matter who you play with, it's gone so far.
Right.
That's what you do in that game.
All right. So, but we gotta get to this, Kenny. I gotta tell you about.
You don't have to tell me about it.
Oh, I don't. I thought that's what we do.
Let's go.
Mogul Maniac. First of all, do you know what mogul means?
Yeah, it's a boring business term. It's like somebody who is like a business.
Do you know what it means in terms of skiing? Because this is a skiing game for the Atari 2600 from 1983. No, mogul is a bump in a ski slope formed by the repeated turns of skiers over the same path.
Really? It's called them.
They were
couldn't
like,
think of a new word.
Wait, this was a direct competitor to right.
That word doesn't exist.
Actually, I feel like it does. This is a direct arch nemesis to skiing. Remember skiing? That was a game.
Skiing?
Yeah.
Skiing. Skiing on the Atari 2600,
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Right? Or NES.
Yeah.
Did NES have skiing?
Well, 2600 too. But that's what I'm saying. Skiing, this was supposed to be...
Slalom. I remember that
like
game called
skiing.
Slalom.
Anyway, 1983, made by Amiga. Well, made by developer VideoSoft, but published by Amiga. It's a skiing
Published
game.
by Commodore on the Amiga.
What? This says Amiga.
Amiga wasn't a company.
No, but this was saying this is what it... Unless,
this is on the Amiga?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So...
Keep going.
Man, I don't know what to tell you. This is what it is. It's a skiing game. You slalom, and that was it.
That's all. That's all we have.
I mean, it was meant to be. Oh, there is one cool little thing that it is meant to be played with the Amiga joyboard, which is part of their Power Body series. It was part of their Power series.
A Wii Fit
board. The Power system. It's like a Wii Fit board. Exactly. I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You know,
let's just turn the table so you can check it out.
You can't really see it, but it's like it's
look it up. It's fun.
Which is crazy.
All right.
For like back in '83, like wow, I didn't know that I didn't even know that.
Fast forward 7 years,
happened.
we have the year 1990. The Nintendo Entertainment System is about to be supplanted by the Super NES in 1991. This game comes out. Top Players Tennis. You can call it Everett and Lendl Top Players Tennis. However you want to call it. The box says Chris Everett and Ivan Lendl in Top Players Tennis. Whatever you want to call this game. It's for the NES. You can play 4 players with the NES satellite or the 4-score, singles, doubles, mixed doubles, Chris. However you want to do this thing. That's men's, women's.
So a tennis game.
Men's,
I think I rented
women's.
this game. I think I rented this game.
You could have.
From my local drugstore.
That's the thing is, you have the game called Tennis.
I like tennis.
Came out.
I liked tennis.
I remember Tennis on the Game Boy, which was a pretty decent game.
I like tennis.
I do recall because I'd go to my friend's house and I just let's pop it in. Let's play
yeah.
this. You know, so it was a decent game. However,
Topspin wasn't Topspin a game?
There comes a point where the NES is on its last year before the Super NES comes out.
You said this was 3 years,
and you come out with this 1990.
Okay. Oh, so okay.
So why make a tennis game? Like, who cares? Like, what can you bring new to the table? Oh, 4 Grand Slams.
The graphics.
You have the Australian Grand Slam. You have Wimbledon. You have the U.S. Open, and you have the French Open. Or sorry, the Australian Open.
You said
that. Grand Slam.
You said yeah. You said
Australian Open, French Open, U.S. Open, Wimbledon Open.
Wimbledon.
No, they don't call it Wimbledon Open.
So
for whatever reason.
Great. I mean,
no. Hold on, I'm not done, Chris. Because there's so little to give you on this game. Chris Everett was born on December 21st, 1954.
Great.
United
now
States
I'm getting
of America.
Tennis player history lesson.
Ivan Lendl.
Exactly what I wanted to do tonight.
He's Czechoslovakian, Chris.
Great.
He was born on March 7th, 1960.
Ooh. That's it?
Mash it.
So we have a skiing slalom mogul game. Again, really, you had to be that different. We're not going to call it Ski Mania. We're going to call it. You could have just called it Ski Mania.
But that's the thing is they're like because this is
what's a skiing term, guys?
Chris, this is the problem.
Why is everyone in California?
I sit down with you. I go skiing and I sit down with you and I'm like, man, that mogul was tough. And you're like,
but that's not the.
But you're like, I play tennis, and you say, man, that backhand. Yeah, man, that back. You gotta watch out for that backhand.
Elbow.
He does.
Which really I do. Does. I got tennis.
He really does. He's ridiculous.
Not from tennis.
So, but that's the thing is, they need to get the word out there.
Whatever.
You know what? People know what a dribble is in basketball. People know what a grand slam is in baseball, right? But do people know what a mogul is? Do people know what a mogul is in skiing?
No.
No, people don't know what a mogul is.
And I'm going to guarantee you that it didn't catch on.
Well, obviously not.
All right, look, can we just combine this and be done? Because I'm over it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I want somebody skiing while with a... They don't have poles.
Man, you love combining these things.
Bang, bang. They're playing 10... How about this? There's a hill. They put a big old net down the hill that goes like 6 miles. However tall the mountain is. Doesn't matter. And they're hitting the ball back and forth. Snowballs, Chris. They're hitting snowballs back and forth at each other.
Okay.
Over the net as they're going down.
The rackets... Oh, so the rackets aren't the white with the cat guts, whatever the rackets are made of, right?
What?
Yeah, it's cat guts.
Excuse
You
me?
ever heard that? Tennis rackets are made with the strings are made with cat guts. These
That
made
is
with
a
cat guts.
stupid thing I've ever heard. I've never heard
I know.
that.
That's one of those. That's one of those dumb things.
You know what? That's somebody that one of your goofy friends told you as a kid, and it never went farther than that.
I think it might have been like an uncle or something. Anyway, they're using, but it's not perforated. It's a flat thing, like a big ping pong paddle.
Okay.
And
they're going down and they're smacking each
they
other.
can smack the. But I don't know this down thing.
What? You want to do?
This is gonna be. I bet idea. Let them slalom. Have your moguls.
Let them
slalom. But there are tennis players on the side of the hitting, and they have to hit them. So it could be a 2-player game where one person has to get through without getting either hit or hit too many times, and the second player gets to control all the tennis hitters.
Years ago, Chris, listen.
Kristen, that's good.
Chris, listen. Listen to a story about Photon. Mm-hmm. The year was 1988. Went down to my local Photon and
arena.
Yeah. Go in there and there's you had the fog.
Right. Oh yeah.
The little fog.
Yeah. Oh, the fog from the beginning movie squad. We had the fog.
Yeah, you like that. The Dander.
Good. The Dander.
The Dander was thick this August day.
Yeah.
So go in there and you play Photon and you get your little pack and you get they give you like a belt.
It was a belt with the thing, with the wire,
curly wire and the gun
connected to your pouch.
And you went around to the phaser or whatever like that, and you go around, but you shoot the base, right? But then there was also another way you could play. You can actually go up into the rafters,
right,
as they call it, or whatever, the observation tower, and you can play up there, and you didn't affect the outcome of the game, but you can play your own game by just shooting at the players on the bottom.
Really?
And
I don't remember.
And it was kind of like a spectator.
If you didn't want to be
if it was too
intense,
much.
If it was too intense for you, you had to.
If you wanted to step back and not be in the thick of it.
Yeah.
The Dander.
No, that's very nice of them.
You can go up there and you can actually just snipe people and stuff like that. That's what this reminds me of.
Okay.
It's like you're actually doing. They're slaloming. They can do whatever they want. Quarter of a mile, however long it is. I don't know how long it is for them to slalom.
Who cares?
It could be like, let's say it's a mile. Let's say it was a half a mile.
Sure.
I don't even know. Half a mile is probably good on skis.
Sure.
Going down a mountain. How much more can a can a human body take than half a mile down a mountain?
We put water skiers skiing from a mountain down to a
So here's the deal: is you're gonna have rookie sensation somebody in the beginning, shooting the serving up
Klaus Penderschnott.
Serving up, yeah. From where?
Belgian.
Oh, okay.
Belgium.
Chris says waffles.
I meant to say he's a waffle. I meant in my head I said he's Belgian.
But that's the thing is they would look like the snowballs would end up looking like waffles with the tennis rackets with the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it going to be? I thought we were doing with a big ping pong. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, ping pong.
So here's the deal, Chris. All right. As they go down the mountain, the more senior, for lack of a better term, the
heaviest hitters are at the bottom.
Namely,
Chris Everett,
and
Ivan
Lendl.
Right.
Lendl. I said Lendl. Yeah. Okay.
Lendl.
So you have them down at the bottom. Now, that's where you want to.
They can do like rapid fire.
They can
rapid fire you. You don't want that.
You don't want to do that. So you think you have it.
So
you get through. Are you going to get through? Because they're just sitting there like this.
Yeah, they're just. Oh, they're more like this. They're more like.
They just hit them.
Because it just pops in their hand. They don't even have to worry. It just drops in. Bloop, bloop.
You have the tennis ball like tucked in there.
Yeah, they got a bandolier of tennis balls. They're just like. Boom, boom.
And they just take them. There's like 4 of them in the elbow.
Difficulty levels. Easy, they lob them at you.
Oh, that's right.
Normal.
Hold on.
Normal.
This is a video game. I'm thinking this is like real life.
No, it's a video game.
This is what's going to happen. It's going to be so successful.
And you have a power level.
They're actually going to.
Skier has a power level.
But they're going to turn this into a real life sport. It's going to be like American Gladiator.
It's going to be so good, yeah. Because that was from the NES video game that they made. Yeah, of course.
This is going to be great. What's your thing called?
Mogul Maniac. Maniac. It's so dumb. Can we not use mogul?
I hate the word mogul.
Does anyone have an idea of what you want to call this? We have Mogul Maniac and Top Players Tennis. top players beat you down. Top players.
Catguts are delicious. Amukasa.
Catgut moguls. Yeah, but we're not using tennis rackets on this. And as we all know, tennis rackets are made from catguts, but we're not using tennis rackets on this one.
Did you really hear that? Catguts?
It's a stupid thing, dude. Of course it's not true. Tennis, top players. How about top skiers beware or something? Top. Do you want to add some dumb names? You want to make up, like I said, Klaus Penderschnott?
Why don't we call it like skee ball? Oh, there's something called skee ball already.
Yeah, but that's a SKEE.
I know.
This could be.
But I'm like, it sounds so good. Like, I'm sitting here going skee ball. I'm like, it sounds like it's already a thing.
And it is.
And it is.
Yep. Absolutely is.
Skee ball.
Skee ball.
We're good with skee ball, right?
Oh,
I like it.
Skee ball.
Skee ball.
SKII.
How do you spell ski, Chris?
No, I'm saying you want to make it a little different.
Why are you doing II?
I don't know. I'm just asking. It's a question, Ken. It's an aesthetic thing.
Ball. BAQLL.
I would have said BALLL if I was going that way.
What is yours called? Mogul what?
Forget it. I've said it 100 times.
Say it. Mogul Maniac.
Yes.
Maniac is one of them? How about ski balls or skee ball?
Is there a hyphen?
No. Just skee ball.
Skee ball.
I kind of like it.
Skee ball is good. Well, we have... Okay, so you've agreed with Ken. Fine. I guess we'll go with Kenny's idea. I didn't actually have an idea.
Skee ball. Thank you. Thank you.
Sounds delicious.
Sounds delicious. What?
I'm reading the... Scott, listen, man, I'm tired. I'm just... All right, let's move on. This is the... All right, so now what we're going to do is let's just go over them, Kenny.
Gosh,
Come on.
thank you for sitting through GameSquat.
Yeah.
We do appreciate that.
We're gonna
tidy this up at the end, and we're gonna go through everything and check everything out.
So if you weren't here, if you weren't listening, if you didn't remember,
we want to stop this and start it again.
Nope. Why? We never do.
Well, I thought
you're making a joke for me. No, we always do it. We do it in here too. It's
I know,
fine.
but we've also done the show all together.
All right.
Points
Guess what?
Stopping.
Movie Squat. We had the Fog and Cat People, and we created the Dander, in where.
I think that explains itself.
It's so great.
Listen, if you know what the movie The Fog is about,
then you know what.
Which is self-explanatory in the title.
Yeah.
Like they didn't call that one like Mr.
Yeah. Mystery Fog. They didn't call it Mystery Fog.
Mr. Willoughby's Night Terrors.
Foggy Night Terrors, right. So the Dander, it's a good one. Then Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego in Mr. Wizard's World? Yeah. Where in My Town is Mr. Wizard? Not a bad show.
That's a good one.
I like that show.
Yes. Next one is Trivial Pursuit and Lego Technic. We came up with Lego Pursuit.
Yes, you have to. It's a race to build stuff, but you have to answer questions.
If you don't answer the question correctly, you don't get the piece.
You just don't get it. So you're not getting it. So don't think you're getting it.
Yep. And we ended up with the last
Skee
one.
ball.
We ended up with the last one. We had Mogul Maniac and Everett and Lendl top players tennis. Came up with skee ball.
Skee ball.
Where you have to... One person slaloms down the hill, and the other person is lobbing snowballs at you with
I love it.
A big old ping pong paddle.
That's right. Let's see, Kenny. All right. So what do you like the most?
I don't think I will ever say this often. They're all pretty decent.
These are actually all pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
The toy one, I'm not going to say. Whatever. The Dander is a good idea. I really like the Dander.
Yeah.
Skee ball is a really fun idea, although it's only a video game. I really want to see this in real life.
Well, you never know. I mean,
I know if it's really successful, we can do that.
Yeah.
They did make a Far Cry movie.
They did.
So, right? You know what I mean? So, I'm going to go and Where in My Town is Mr. Wizard. I really like the idea of it. I think it's definitely producible and marketable.
Right.
And I do.
I mean, he's not saying that because like these are ideas we're going to go and make, which just in his head, this is like it would be easy to do. No,
totally irrelevant.
Not what I
commentary.
Yeah,
on Chris's behalf.
Anyway, my favorite would be the Dander. Actually, I'm picking the Dander.
Do we need to say it after every single time we make something that this isn't going to be real? We're not going to really.
No, because it just sounded like you were like it's totally marketable and totally like it was like to me it just sounded like you were like
we're living in the 80s and we're continuing the 80s.
I know.
2 people are continuing the 80s. Nobody else is. Everybody else says.
In that case, it's perfectly feasible for us to do. It's perfectly feasible for us to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, this is going
You
to
guys
happen.
want to be in it? Tell us the town you live in, and Kenny will play the wizard, but he'll get it all mixed up and he'll dress like Gandalf. And
the wizard. And I didn't mention the wizard this whole episode.
You know what else you didn't mention on the show? Oh, I was wrong, guys. I thought he was going to mention it.
The TurboGrafx 16.
There it is!
It was probably the best game system.
Anyway, I like the Dander. I picked the Dander. That's a very scary movie. I thought that was fun.
You wish you had a TurboGrafx 16.
I do now. I do now. I explained earlier off camera that I didn't need it because I was a PC gamer, so I didn't necessarily need the TurboGrafx.
Did you need an NES?
Yes.
Did you need a Super NES?
Yes.
So why didn't you need a TurboGrafx 16?
Because to me, I thought it was more because the games I was playing on the computer were on par with that, and I was like, I just didn't want that. I was playing better games on the PC.
You played Keith Courage on the PC?
No, I played
Commander.
I played Commander Keen on the PC.
You played,
and I played Space Quest and King's Quest and Police Quest and Phantasmagoria and
Bonk's Adventure and R-Type and Splatterhouse.
Stop! Now you're embarrassing yourself.
Double Dungeons, Chris. When was the last
All
time
right, you got me there.
We played Double Dungeons
got me
on
there.
PC a
Did you
play?
That's right, we did. Did you play The Hobbit on the computer? Could you play that?
Chris,
Could you play that on TurboGrafx 16? The answer is no, Kenny.
You have been banned from mentioning.
Okay.
Hobbits.
That was in my I love Hobbits phase. Okay, remember we talked about this when Neverwinter Nights. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for the end of the show. We want to thank
He's not
everybody.
allowed to say the word guys either.
Shut up. We would like to thank all you guys for watching and listening. And quick shout out to Emukasa and Ivan. You guys are awesome. Thank you for giving us suggestions and hanging out and talking with us. And anyone else who was watching us on our live stream at twitch.tv/RetroSquat. Go to RetroSquat.com for all your Retro Squat needs.
And other needs too. You want to fill up on
all your Retro Squat needs. Everything you want from us is there.
But not just Retro Squat. Just
everything you want from us.
You want to relive the '80s? Just go back there. You're gonna find some reminiscing.
Well, we don't have the Spider-Man pops with the gumbo eyes on there or anything. You know what I mean?
Not?
Or remember those little airplanes you'd get from them too?
Thanks, Mikasa. Yes, TurboGrafx stuff is super expensive right now, and it makes me regret that I got rid of all my stuff.
We talked about that earlier too. Like,
and I get upset about it because it is super expensive.
It's horrible. It's horrible that this stuff is,
Well, that's the thing is, there are people, there are game collectors, and then there are hoarders. There's like, I just want everything, and it makes me sad that there are people out there that collect for the TurboGrafx 16 that just have it sitting on the shelf and they'll never play the games because you know what? Maybe they didn't grow up with the games. Maybe they didn't want to. I don't care about Legendary Axe. I'm not going to play that. I played Legendary Axe to death, man. I beat the game. It was awesome. And it just bothers me that it's relegated to like when I had a 3DO. I had a 3DO. I didn't.
I wanted one of those.
It was after the fact. After it died, I had one.
Yeah.
And I just had the games sitting on the shelf, and I never played them.
Yeah.
And but I had them because I was a game collector. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And now to know that there are people out there with TurboGrafx games that might not even have the system or don't care to hook up the system
or they're using emulation to play it. Meanwhile, they have one.
But that doesn't bother me so much as long as they're enjoying the games, So
then it's okay.
But that's the thing, and that's what kind of bothers me. But I do hope that the one that I sold on eBay probably like 10 years ago or so. I hope they're enjoying it.
That's true.
That's all.
All right. Well, that's the end of this show. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode. Ken, I'll see you on the next episode.
Chris, I might not be here.
Great.
See you next time. 80s never say die.
Oh, you almost lost it there. It's good.
They never don't.
That's good. Well, they don't, but I'm saying you almost couldn't get it out.
Oh, I'll always. It'll come out eventually. There might be some other words before and after it, but I'll get it out.
Great.
Thanks for watching.